So it's been 2 weeks since Tanya's been on Good Things to talk about movies, so I feel like I'm out of the loop. And part of me wants to say Jaws. I got it right! I was like, no, it couldn't be that. Is Jaws back in the movies or something? Oh.
Yeah, it got re-released and it beat everything else.
Did it really?
It was number 2, but it did very well.
It did so this must be like a Hallmark year or
50th anniversary.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's been 50 years.
Mm.
Okay, so I was alive when it came out and watched it way too young and refused to take a bath for a little while.
I could see
because
that.
I thought Jaws was coming through that drain.
Yeah, that would be traumatic for sure. Was not, but it still was terrifying. It's still terrifying. I mean, it's held its own. But,
Yeah.
Well, though, you think that would be generational because if you would take your kids like back to see it now if you haven't ever gotten to see it on the big screen. If you're just a fan of it and you never got to see it on the big screen, it would be one that I would assume would just hit different.
Yeah, definitely on the big screen makes it even better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what else is out there that's not Jaws?
Well, about as opposite as you can get this weekend is the theatrical release of Hamilton. They recorded the actual stage play with the original cast back in 2020 with the intention of releasing it in the theaters, and then COVID happened. So instead, they released it on Disney Plus, and it's still on Disney Plus. So
And it did really well there, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And I, for one, watch it like once a month. I mean, I just can't get enough. And the bonus, if you do go to the theater, of course, it's on the big screen, but there's some bonus content, like some cast interviews. It's their 10-year reunion. Or anniversary.
Has it been 10 years?
I know, isn't that crazy? And, when it first became what it is, you couldn't get a ticket, and if you did, it was thousands of dollars. And now they've got a touring production. Of course, the one on Broadway is still going strong. So I think a lot of people have had the opportunity to see it that maybe initially thought, like me, I thought I will never get to see that because it's too much money,
Mm-hmm.
But I've since gotten to see it because of the touring.
Where'd you see it?
I saw it in Atlanta once, and I saw it in Memphis once, and Los Angeles once.
So you're a fan.
I've seen it more than once. Yeah.
Did you go watch it in the theater as well?
I will. Yeah. Today's the first day, so I'm planning to go watch it. And I kind of am torn. I don't know if I want to see it with an audience because I feel like it's going to be one of those where everybody's going to sing. And I have to be in the mood for that. So I'll have to gauge how I'm feeling. I may try to find like a matinee that few people would be.
Less likely for folks to be there.
Yeah.
Is it more, I guess, socially acceptable is not the right word, courtesy, since it's been out so long for you to sing? Because I know like with Wicked, it was new, right? And then they released it where you could go back and do your little singing. Or is it still a faux pas in your life?
I think it is a faux pas unless it's the sing-along version,
Where they put the words up for you?
If they put the words up, of course. But otherwise, I don't think you should sing,
So if you get next to Tanya in the movie, keep your mouth shut.
The good thing is the theater's so loud that you could softly sing and you wouldn't bother anybody.
That's true.
But
I wouldn't want to hear it. I can guarantee. I don't want to hear them singing, much less somebody else there that's just not being paid to do it.
And then there's another new release this weekend, The Conjuring, episode 529
We've
million.
taken 360 degree turn.
But Patrick Wilson's back. Vera. Her name is escaping me. Farmiga. They're back.
Points for that.
And, it's just continuing their story. I feel like it was just like 4 months ago that there was a Conjuring out, but it's probably been about a year. This one is called The Last Rites. That alone is enough to make me say, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It's horror, right? Like
it's definitely horror. It's, one of those franchises that does very well. It's definitely got its fan base. So if you're into it, there's an audience that's going to go see it. They've seen them all, and they're going to go see this one too. Mm-hmm. And you can't count me amongst those. And then if you're going to stay home this weekend, Disney Plus has Lilo and Stitch, so it's finally out. And then Highest to Lowest, which was the movie we talked about a few weeks ago with Denzel Washington, it is on Apple TV Plus this weekend. So there's a couple of things if you, decide you don't want to get out. Yeah. And then Weapons is still going strong at the box office. It was number one last weekend, and everybody is loving this. They're kind of saying it's the current Sixth Sense. Like, it's got some surprises.
That's the one where the children go missing?
Yes, everybody in the classroom go missing except for one kid.
That's the one that my friend who's like big horror fan consumer said that it was new, and he didn't even classify it as horror once he saw it. He said, but the suspense, like he really was impressed with it.
Yeah, definitely an original plot.
I think have you seen it?
I have not seen it, but I've heard everything.
I'm gonna need you to do first, Tanya.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see it.
I'm not seeing it in the theater. I guarantee you that.
I was gonna say I'm gonna watch it in the middle of the day on my couch where I'm surrounded by windows and I've got lots of light.
But also, are my children over the age of the ones that went missing? If not, I will have paranoia that they're just going to vanish, even if it's explainable or however it ends. I don't know.
I know that is a whole nother layer when your life adapts to what's going on, or your tolerance level adapts to what's going on in your own life. And it's amazing how seeing a child in peril, I cannot take it like I maybe could have when I was a lot younger.
Well, when you get brave, you let us know, and then I will tread lightly and decide. I would watch Sixth Sense. If I knew what I knew now, but I would watch something like Sixth Sense if you came back and said that was it, because I enjoyed that suspense, and the twist at the end. I think everyone who watched that movie without any influence at the end of it was like, what?
Yeah, and then
nobody saw that, and nobody saw that coming until you went back and saw it again, and then you were like, oh, okay,
it makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah.
And then next weekend is Downton Abbey, the grand finale. I'm super pumped about that. That's another one that they keep on.
Neely wants to see that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really good.
Wasn't there another movie not too long ago?
Yes, they had like a Christmas movie and then another one. And I was thinking, I've got to go back and refresh my memory. It's been a minute, so I've got to remember how they left
Doesn't the grandmother pass in the last one we saw?
Yeah.
Or is that the end of the series?
Well, I was thinking the end of the first one, and maybe there were two movies, but at the end of the first one, they alluded to her maybe being ill, and then she passed in the next one, if I remember correctly.
Or I know they alluded to her not going to make it very long.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Because I remember leaving, and Maggie Smith was still alive at that time.
I'm saying she's no longer with us.
Yeah,
so.
And I remember thinking, why did they have to do that? I mean, she is like the backbone of that series, and she's who I used to tune in for. Mm-hmm. And so I really did not like them doing that. But I guess eventually they would have. I mean, she can't live forever.
So this is the last one?
Yes, though they say so, but there's so many characters, and Julian Fellows, that's the mastermind behind it. He's got The Gilded Age out now, which is very much like Downton Abbey, just a different set of characters set in New York. So it's kind of like the American version. And so,
what does it stream on?
It is on HBO. So, who knows what's next? He could keep going forever with all of the characters,
I enjoy that series.
I do too.
They kept it pretty wholesome for the most part. And you can sit and watch it with your family, or at least with your middle-aged kid or middle-teen kids, or would still find it interesting.
Yeah.
She likes the outfits and the accents.
Yeah, and it's one of those that had a little bit of history to it too, and I would always look up to see if it was accurate. And most of the time it was.
That's good to know. Anything else to look forward to?
We've also got another Spinal Tap movie next weekend. It's Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues.
Sounds painful.
Yes.
Why would you name a movie that?
And then we're getting closer. It seems so far away, but the next Wicked movie will be out pretty soon in November. So it's...
Speaking of things coming back to theater, I saw where Casper, The Friendly Ghost, is being re-released.
Oh, wow.
I think it's something crazy, like its 30th or whatever year, too, which just makes you feel... Is it 30, Rana? That's like 30th year.
That is crazy, because to me, Christina Ricci's 30. I mean, she's still very youthful.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Tanya. You guys stick with this. We got more